Hello there. So, I decided from now on that this channel is gonna have more than just gaming content, you know. Don't get me wrong, like I love doing gaming content, I really do, but decided that I watch a lot of superhero stuff, you know. I watch a lot of Marvel movies, DC, even though they're not very good, all that kind of stuff. And I figured, why not do reviews of this stuff, you know? I talk about it all the time anyway to people, so why not talk about it on YouTube? You know, why not? I just realized I don't think I've ever shown my nails on YouTube. Anyway, so I wanted to talk about Wandavision. That's what I wanted to talk about. I really want to talk about Wandavision. Because if you didn't know, it's the new MCU show, Marvel Studios on Disney Plus, about Wanda and Vision, two very well-known popular characters. And it's very different, you know. It's if you've seen even the trailers for it, you know what I mean by very different. It's based on the House of M comics, and I believe Tom King's Vision, and it goes wild. I'll be honest, it's a very wild show. It's very trippy. It's mostly based, so far anyway, mostly based in older eras. Your first episode starts in, I'd say it's more of the 50s, and it starts like the typical 50s show. It's the newlywed couple moving into the new home, happy housewife, you know, working man husband, that kind of story. And what I really like, something that I really like anyway, is that it has this humor and the dialogue. It feels like it would be something from the 50s, you know?
My wife and her flying saucers.
My husband and his indestructible head.
Aren't we a fine pair?
The episode itself is not what you would expect from Marvel Studios. In fact, I watched the episode with my mother and my father, and my father enjoyed it a lot. My mother fell asleep on it. So it definitely appeals to different people, but if you're going in for like an action show, you're kind of not going in for the right thing. Not the start anyway. If you're going in for like a really interesting story, I think you'll get a good kick out of this, because your first episode is kind of about Wanda and Vision looking at their calendar and see there's a date on it that has a heart, if I remember correctly. It's been a little bit since I've seen the episode now, and they have no idea what it's for. They cannot remember for the life of them what it's for. Until later, Vision finds out that it's apparently to remind them of his boss and his boss's wife coming over to their house for dinner. And things don't go as planned at all. It is very chaotic. Like, that whole episode is just chaos.
Oh no, too much. Oh no, not enough.
But something that's really cool that I liked a lot was kinda, I want to say near the end of the episode, all four of them, Wanda, Vision, and his boss and his boss's wife, sit down for dinner, and his boss starts choking I remember what he's choking on. He starts choking from the food. And his wife is laughing, but she's constantly saying, "Stop it, stop it, stop it." But she starts staring directly at Wanda while saying that, and it's really intense. Like, the episode shifts tones from like this really lighthearted feel to like dead serious, like, this is Marvel Studios feel.
Stop it. Stop it. Stop it.
I love how quickly it can shift, but it doesn't feel unnatural. It feels good. It's really cool how the writing's done, and the directing and all that. It's really cool. Her husband's choking, and like Vision, no one helps him until Wanda tells Vision to go help. And I think that's your first sign that like something's kind of off in this new town. A pretty clear cut sign that this is not normal. This isn't normal at all. Episode 2. Episode 2 is what I'd say a little bit better than episode 1. Not that episode 1 isn't good. I like episode 1 a lot. It's just pretty much everyone I talk to agrees episode 2 is a bit better. It's a bit more enjoyable. It's got more entertainment value to it. But still, you know, it's still telling a story. Pretty much what you're looking at for episode 2 is like Wanda and their neighbor Agnes, I believe, go to this like little housewife group session kind of thing, and they just don't fit in at all there. Like, Wanda, she can't keep up, and Agnes just kind of doesn't care.
The children.
For the children.
For the children.
It's just not for them, but they try. Wanda tries anyway, and she starts having this one-on-one conversation with the head of that group, the little housewife group, Dottie, and there's this voice on the radio by them that starts saying, Wanda, who's doing this to you?
Wanda, who's doing this to you, Wanda?
And it's like Wanda loses focus or like control for a second, and Dottie starts saying like, who are you? Like, it's like she doesn't even know what's going on here. Like, she's under some kind of spell that she just came out of, and she immediately goes back to being this like happy housewife character. It's really weird. There's so much mystery behind it, and I really enjoy it. I like the concept that's going on here. I think everyone's favorite part, including my own, of the episode is Vision, though. And I will say this openly, like, I've never been a big Vision fan. Never hated the character. I was just never like a huge Vision fan. This show kind of makes me like Vision a lot, I'll be real with you. Vision accidentally swallows some gum in this episode and turns into what I like to call drunk Vision. This dude's stumbling around, he's slurring his words. It's quite a sight to see. It's actually beautiful. And they have this talent show that Wanda and Vision do together for like the whole town. Well, a good portion of the town anyway. Is actually like a masterpiece. I think it's one of the greatest things I've seen in a long time. Like, it is a true disaster. I don't think I can describe how amazing it is in words. Like, I think I need to show you like a clip of that. Like, show you how beautiful it is.
And now, for my next trick.
Oh, goodness me.
Oh, who stole my hat? Oh, stop that rabbit. I can't pull a hat out of it. It's
a work of art. I love everything about it. Afterwards, Wanda gets the gum out of Vision. I guess she can like see through him with her magic. she's got some crazy powerful magic now. It's okay. But when they get back home, they go outside because they hear a sound, or Vision goes outside because he hears a sound, and there's this guy that comes through the manhole in the street, dressed as like a beekeeper, and this is where things just go kind of wild. I love it. Wanda just like, she literally just says no and reverses time. I didn't think we'd see Wanda do anything like that in the MCU, like really ever, and to actually see that happen blows my mind. Like it's crazy. I love everything about that. I literally just went like, wow, when I saw that episode. I saw that happen. Your episode 2 close. Also, Wanda gets pregnant, but it's like she didn't even know, nor did Vision. Like so I think some other things are happening behind the scenes of this stuff as well that aren't related to Wanda reversing time and things like that. There's a lot more going on here behind the scenes. I'm really intrigued to see how things play out. Episode 3 though. Episode 3. This episode is probably my favorite, honestly. I think episode 3 is my favorite so far. This one kind of goes for a 70s feel. You can tell it's really cool. It's got like a Brady Bunch kind of esque feel, stuff like that. And one thing that I noticed a lot of people pointing out that I like too is that it kind of briefly addressed like sexism and stuff like that. There's a little nod to that with your character Geraldine, who's Monica Rambeau, if you didn't know. Like there's a doctor, Wanda's doctor, and he tells Monica like, you make a great nurse someday. And it's like, okay, why couldn't she be a doctor? Like, why she had to be a nurse? It's like, okay.
Thank you for your assistance, young lady. I think you might have what it takes to be a nurse.
Allow me to.
Your whole episode here is about Wanda being pregnant, and everyone's kind of like, how this happened so fast? Like, what's going on here? Especially Vision. And they decide they want to keep it hidden from everyone else until Wanda gives birth. You know, they can't hide it forever. Until then, once they can figure things out. And they are actually probably the worst I've ever seen at keeping a secret. They are like worse than Peter Parker at keeping a secret. And he's like the worst ever at keeping a secret. I'm truly baffled by how terrible you can be at keeping. It literally gets revealed that she's pregnant to like the very first person that comes into their home that day.
It's coming. Oh, the baby's coming.
You're pregnant?
Literally like 20 minutes after Geraldine comes into their home, she finds out. Okay. Wow. But no, it's really cool to see what happens afterwards once Wanda gives birth to their twins, their 2 kids. She starts talking to Geraldine about the fact that she used to have a brother as well, a twin as well, clearly being Quicksilver, Pietro from Age of Ultron, and that he died. And she sings this little song to her kids, and like Monica snaps out of the control, like a weird little brainwashing going on in this town for a second, and says he mentions the fact that Ultron killed her brother, and I love the look that Wanda gives to Monica. Like I need to show you. I'll have a picture up, like maybe here or something. I just need to show you the look that she gives because it's so threatening. It's it's just an instant like, what did you just say?
What did you say just now?
I said...
And Monica's constantly like, she's trying to back out, and she's like, I said you're a strong woman, you know. It's really cool. It's really funny though. I like it a lot. And Wanda literally like throws Monica not only out of her home, but like out of the town as a whole. Like she boots her completely out of the town. And it's like, wow, you heard like one thing you didn't want to hear, and you just snapped. It's like, get out. It's time for you to go. And I don't know, it's so cool to see how this story's playing now. I love this so much. I love the humor, the drama, like the mystery of it all. I think this is a really cool show how it's being pieced together. And I remember when they were first announcing it that they said it was probably going to be the weirdest show, like weirdest thing Marvel Studios has done, and like it really is. It's so weird. It's so weird, but in a like pleasant way. It's really refreshing to see something so different. I think the weirdest thing the MCU's had so far is like Doctor Strange, and Doctor Strange isn't that weird. Like, not the movie. It's different. There's magic and everything, but it's not really weird. This is weird. This is actually, but in such a pleasant, cool way. I don't know. I'm really enjoying it. Hope you guys are enjoying it too. We're definitely going to be doing more of these reviews. I'm going to be doing them every week for Wandavision. All the MCU shows I'm going to be doing them for. So Falcon and Winter Soldier, Loki, what else? Miss Marvel, Hawkeye, blah blah blah. You hope, all that stuff. I'm gonna be doing them for all of them, and I'll be doing them for the movies as well. They release. So yeah, I really want to have more superhero content. But I do superhero stuff all the time anyway. I love talking about superhero stuff. I watch these movies like every day at this point. So we're gonna be doing a lot more of that, and I have some more stuff coming on the way soon. So I'll likely also have my father doing some of these with me, because he's also a very big superhero fan, and we talk about this stuff for hours anyway. And let me know down in the comments below if you do want to see more of this type of stuff. If you liked it, hit the like button. If you want to see more coming soon, hit the subscription button, the subscribe button, all that good stuff. Follow my socials to know when I'm gonna post more and all that kind of stuff. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoy it. If you want to see me do like reviews of older Marvel movies as well, MCU movies, pre-MCU like X-Men, stuff like that, or even just other movies in general, DC, Jumanji, I don't care, anything. I'm down to just watch movies and review them. But yeah, let me know what you guys think, and I guess I'll see you next time. Peace.